Hello everyone, my name is Jeevan. In this video, I'm going to explain what is malware, why we need malware, and how malware enter into the system. And then I will also talk about how to control or what are the countermeasures we can put to protect from the malware or control the entering malware into our systems. So you may be hearing this lot. Uh, the, the malware has affected some system in a network, and so you may be wondering what sort of that application or a software, uh, and why it created disruption in a normal working computer. So malware, it is a it's a malicious software. It's a software program, but it's a malicious intent uh, that can damage or disable computer system and gives limited or full control of the system to malware creator as well, which the malware creator or attacker can take the control and exfiltrate the data from your network or computer system. They can perform the theft or fraud using those codes, the malicious software codes. So the intent of creating the malware is they may intentionally or can be unintentionally sometime, but most of the time the malware creation is intentionally malicious software code. The purpose is just to disrupt the computer system, the normal operation of the computer system, which can be harmful uh, to your computer network or servers and all. So the why actually needed malware in this IT program or a software uh, or a digital market, because the requirement of the malware is from the offensive side or the attacker perspective. The intent of the malware code or a program is to uh, make money legally, or it may be to motivate behind creating a malware just for prank or maybe cyber theft or any sort of other serious crime, the cyber crime. Then how malware enter into the system? Because the malware, let's say I have a computer system here, I will not create a malware for my computer which can damage my computer system or a program or my important file. Then may be someone somewhere is going to create that code to disrupt or affect the other's computer. If the person is sitting somewhere and creating this malicious code, the challenge for that person to propagate that code into the target machine. That's the challenge. So what are the path? What are the entry point or attack surface areas that malware can enter into any system? So there are several way the malware can enter into your computer system. It may be via the instant messaging. Someone can send you an instant message into your social media account or on your any instance messaging messenger application. So they may send you some sort of link or a file there and can embed that malicious code into it. So as soon as you download or click on that particular link, then that code is going to be installed in your in your computer, and then it start taking its action. So let's say if you download some application from internet, let's say you're downloading some free software. So the free downloading free softwares is one of the biggest source of downloading malware into your computer. So it is always recommended you are downloading the the software application, the required software package but you need to run your normal operation, you are downloading those application from the trusted sites, not from any site. So you may see those application maybe freeware somewhere, but that nothing is free. It's just sort of enticing you to be a victim of malware entering into your system. Another, there may be several way, but there can be insecure patch management as well. So let's say if your company, you have a several system, the Windows, Linux system, or all sort of server machines. So there needs to be a proper patch management. So if the patch management is not being validated properly, from where you're pulling those patches to install in your in your computers or servers, that can be another door to entering the malware into your network. File sharing. The file sharing is another type of entry door for malware entering into your computer. So let's say if you're sharing some file, so with your file, with some file attached or embed, you would would be more vulnerable to download that malicious code along with your required file as well. Bluetooth, using the Bluetooth transfers or wireless network, that is also another way of entering malware into the system. Network propagation, yeah, yeah, of course everything goes in a network, but when I say networks, it's more on a broader network level, transmitting that malware code here and there. And as an email attachment also, someone can attach some PDF file or any sort of file along in the email, and as soon as you click on some hyperlink or attachment, that's get downloaded into your system and automatically get installed. So the malware can be in a variety of form. It, the malware can be in a form of trojans or adware. You could see some ad popping up into your computer, and as soon as you click into it, and the malware code get installed in your computer. It can be from a backdoor and viruses and rootkit. These are all types of example of malware, the software, computer worms, spyware, ransomware links, and cryptor and all. I'll talk about all these examples of malware in a separate video, because this video will be very lengthy if I try to explain all these. These are really broader term, and every example of, let's say, virus has the variety type of virus sys, and every different virus act differently, and how to control virus mitigation, that is another uh, thing, and how to control worm infection, computer worm and rootkit control. So I will talk about all these in detail, but for now, so these are the example of malware can enter into your computer and infect your normal operation or disrupt the business operation. So the malware types are there, and now we have understand how the malware can enter into your system, so that the entry door, the list of entry door may give you clue, and so for in future you may be little more aware of how to avoid such clicks and installing and unintentionally malware into your computer. So now the another thing comes in mind, how to control. So how to control or putting control measure, so it will vary from the different types of malware that are available there. So let's say you need to control the virus or trojans or worm or adware. So there are a lot of control measures available to how we can control all these components. So using antivirus systems, software, you could try to control the antivirus propagation into your network. Let's say you can have a IPS IDS and system, the mal adware control policy. So you are checking all executive files download, and maybe you can have a sandbox environment where if any new file comes in, then instead opening that file into your very critical system, you take that file to the off or of environment where you can test it there and see the response. If you find that is legitimate and not affecting your computer system, then you can take that into your critical environment. So this way you can control entering um, malware, the variety of malware into the system. So there are a lot of antivirus companies there, so which got a very good control product which can prevent entering malware into the any computer. So this is antivirus software is one very important one, and so and as well as the mitigate the endpoint protection like a CrowdStrike or any sort of Trend Micro or there are a variety of vendor. The name few here I'm mentioning, but there are a variety of vendors have a very good endpoint mitigation or endpoint protection systems they got there. So which can be leveraged to control those malwares entering into your environment. But the first thing first, the very important is to make your employee more aware about how they can enter into the system. So if the training you're employing and making them more aware about what are the potential area, the surface area, the attack vector can be to, so they as they are aware of those areas, so they can avoid clicking or getting victim into this malware insertion company. That's the reason I just try to explain what are the entry point of malware, the major entry point of malware into the system. So as you understand those points clearly, so you are going to take a very good approach to avoid uh, and such clicks or any sort of such operations, and the malware effect can be reduced. That's it in this video. Hope this has been informative. If you like, please consider subscribing my channel so you get notified as I create new video. Thank you.